Greetings, my fellow FPV pilots. I have a special quad here, a quad that uses FPVCYCLE motors. Now, I will say that this will be my second maiden flight. The first one was, I was so excited to fly it, it was kind of getting dark, so you won't get great footage out of that. But I've never flown anything so amazing as this. This is like, completely different. Now it's a beautiful day out here on this Saturday day. Beautiful sky. Wind is near to non-existent. So, and the footage you're going to see is out of the HD DJI FPV camera. I'm getting a mount for the GoPro getting printed up, but I can't wait to show you that. So for my controlling, what I tend to use is not thumbs. To me, I don't get enough control that way. But I use kind of like a combination, a hybrid, I guess is what they call it. So I use the finger, index finger, to kind of give me that fine-tuned control, the throttle, the yaw, and so forth. That's what I use on, my TX16, or doesn't matter what controller. This is the method I use. Right now I'm using DJI, as primarily my builds are DJI. And then my arm switch is right here. I have a pre-arm switch, so it's down, and then if it knocks, it's in the middle there. So I have my arm switches here. A pre-arm goes in the middle section here. If it gets a little middle detent, 3-position switch, and then it's armed. Now it's armed. So far, that's like 5 amps right there. It is amazing how economical these are. I am flying a 1400 milliamp high discharge rate battery. I don't see any bobbles in this, and this is I've done a little tuning. Nothing to look at that control. Look at it. I've never seen anything that pulls out of a dive that easily. It is. I've never seen anything like this, and it doesn't barely pull like 10 amps to do it either. I've been able to get it in upwards of 6 minutes on this flight, and I'm not even milking it. I'm just doing cruising. It's a beautiful day out here. Just look at that. I'm just looking at the horizon just to see if there's any bobbles, but I don't see any. The amount of low-end, the amount of control that I have at the lower speeds, it is something unrivaled. I have never seen it before. I mean, it's something you've just got to feel. I've never. This is absolutely phenomenal. Let's try it again. The amount of control at the lower RPMs is something that is always kind of fallen short on any motors that I've tried. It's only consuming like 3 to 5 amps now. Like I said, there's no wind to fight or anything, so this is ideal circumstances, maybe 10 amps now. It really actually it moves pretty fast too. I don't have a GPS on this yet, but this is amazing. We're already approaching like almost 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and we still got plenty of power, the battery left. And it's consuming like maybe 2 amps right now. So the reason why I'm giving you a readout on this is because you can't see that displayed on your screen. Only I can see it in my OSD. It is so smooth to control. It's only 5 amps now, 6 amps. I mean, here we're talking about, that's normal amperage for a 5-inch. And nothing surprising there, but we're talking about a 7-inch here. A high performance 7-inch. And here we're approaching 4 minutes now, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And we're still 22 volts. This is amazing. The amount of control with using these motors, and Bob has worked on this for a long time, I guess a year, if I'm not mistaken. This is unprecedented. I mean, the amount of control at the lower speeds that you would normally be going with a 7-inch for cinematic freestyle footage. Now, I'm not doing it freestyle as it is, but I'm just doing moves and combination of cinematic and speed. Look how quickly it's changed direction. I mean, yeah, it has something to do with the rates, but the rates are the same I've flown on any other 7-inch. Nothing, there is nothing exotic or any, what's it called, on a tune. It's actually pretty benign tune, not aggressive. I mean, this is amazing. And here we are approaching 4 minutes, 5 minutes now. And this is just a 1400 milliamp battery. And we're still 22 volts. This is crazy. The amount of stability, and this is something that always 7 inches is suffered from, is that having the proper authority for these 7-inch blades always has to be compensated by a tune. And in my early days, I didn't understand that, and I suffered a lot from bobbles. You always have to pull your P and D gains up to have that more authority. And there's some P and D gain increase, but I assure you that is not what is responsible for this low-end control. Now we're approaching 6 minutes here, and the battery is still 22 volts. I maybe not be pushing it to its max, just kind of cruising around, just to show you really how much control I have at mid-throttle here. It's absolutely ridiculous how much control I have at lower speeds. Perfect for close in. So this could actually work. I could see as a good performance, but also at long range for long endurance flying. I mean, I just have a 1400 milliamp battery here. Well, I've been talking here, and it's already 6 minutes and 30 seconds, my longest flight time so far. I understand I'm just cruising around, but I've never gotten that long of flight time out of a 7-inch before. Not at this low milliamp battery. Here it is now exactly 22 volts. I might come in for a landing, and it's now approaching 7 minutes. The amount of control, and it's only consuming like 3 to 4 amps at this, just cruising around here, even going down to 2 amps, 2 to 5 amps. The efficiency on these motors is something I have never seen before, and I have an OSD readout of the power being consumed in amps here, and it's like 4 amps, 3 amps, 7 amps. I mean, I know I'm not moving that quickly along here, but I'm still kind of moving for what you would use for cinematic footage, just, a little higher over the treetops and all that. I mean, look, here we're at 7 minutes and 30 seconds now. This is ridiculous. I mean, I am so amazed by this. I really am. Now we're at 21 volts. Okay, we're going to come in for landing. And I'm going to show you how controlled that can be too. I'm not saying my landings are the best, but I'm just going to do a nice hover. Black mat is the goal here to get. I mean, this is ridiculous. here we are at 8 minutes, and let me land. So that is my, and that was like 8 minutes, going on 8 minutes and 10 seconds, I believe, is when I disarmed. I mean, the performance out of these motors is absolutely crazy. Greetings. I want to disclose my full review on this wonderful quad here. It is using the QAV R2 frame that I got from Get FPV. It is running Dave C's motors here. I am very impressed by them. The low end control at low throttle is absolutely unheard of. It's absolutely nothing short of amazing. I've never experienced it. It's something you're going to have to feel. I know you've seen the footage, but I want you to be able to experience it, because it is an experience that I have never felt in all 7-inch tests that I've been doing over the last year or two of the frames and motors. Look, you see, I'm looking for a perfect combination, and I believe this is the kind of combination that just completely took me off guard. Trying out these Kebab motors. They are a 1450 kV motors, and it says 30 millimeter on here. And just look at the size of the motors. The width of them may or may not come across in the video here, but it is just crazy. The wider the stator, the amount of more leverage that you have on your 7-inch props here. So I am very impressed by them. I highly recommend them for your 7-inch build. And what I did is I went with a frame here, a lighter frame. It's a Luminar frame. The exact frame will be in the description below. All the specs on this quad and the parts I used are in the video description below. I am completely blown away by the performance of this. Not only is it a great performer, but it's very economical in the motors. I mean, we are talking about, you know, drawing amperage in the range of 5-inch. It's absolutely ridiculous, and to be able to get over 8 minutes on this is on a freestyle kind of cinematic rig like this is something that I have never ever experienced before. So I highly recommend this for long range, and I'm going for long endurance, I would say, flight. And I would say that it's something you really got to try, these motors on your 7-inch rigs, because I would really look forward to, I'm hardly the first to review these motors, so I'm sure that there are a lot of other builders out there who have used these motors, and I would look forward to what frames they have used or you all have used in the comments below. Please post your experience, because my experience with this setup is nothing short of totally amazing. I mean, I've never been able to get out to have such endurance. This is a 1400 milliamp battery. This is a battery that I used, and that too will be in the description below. And it's not a radical tune I put on here. A lot of the filters I could turn off. As for the frame of this build, it's the first time I've used this type of frame, and this particular frame, I should say. It's got the cross here with the interlocking bottom plate as well. I would say this is the first time that I've used this particular frame that is straight from the manufacturers. I have flown other prototype frames before. They are good as well. This can be bought directly from Get FPV or any other retailer. Like I say, I'll put that in the description below as well. These are regular 7-inch props, nothing radical there, nothing special. But like I say, what is special are these motors, and they, like I say, got 30 millimeters. The kind of flight times that you get out of here is what I would expect you get out of maybe 1100 kV motor, and yet these are 1450s, and these really, they scoot. They're great performance, and I would highly recommend this for a long endurance flight as well. So like I said, I'm going to add GPS to this as well, and this is like I say, the second maiden flight I have on this, and this is absolutely amazing. I would highly suggest that you guys try it, you all FPV pilots, if you haven't already, and if you have, by all means, place your experiences in the comments below. Alright, well, have a good day. I'll let you get back to your day, and I'll get back to having fun with this absolutely amazing quad. Good day, my fellow FPV pilots.